eFootball 2022 is out, and I wanted to give my initial impressions on the game after playing for 10 minutes, starting right now. So eFootball 2022 has gotten to a rocky start, and with that rocky start, I wanted to throw my hat into the perspective and give you my thoughts on the game after playing for 10 minutes, as well as the future of the game, especially with eFootball 2022 kicking off Konami's new model for eFootball in general. If you're curious as to what I'm talking about, check out the video in the card above for more information. I think the game is unpolished, but I don't think it's a bad game. First up, why do I think it's unpolished? Right out of the gate, I noticed that the graphics had a really hard time rendering for when the players arrive on screen, and it's really distracting. In my two matches, I saw it when players arrived into the tunnel when they're starting off for getting ready for match day, and also when all the players were exiting the tunnel onto the pitch for the match. And it's really not a great first impression of the game, especially since it's one of the first things you see, but it's nothing that really affects gameplay at this point, so it's not super critical. Also, from what I've seen, the referee AI is a little questionable, or perhaps it's the character animations. It's kind of confusing. Let me explain. In the first match I played really close defense upon my opponent, and I went to press my tackle button to make a tackle, and it didn't really look like my defender really did anything at all, but I got a foul called. But when I look at the replay, it doesn't look like I really did anything egregious at all. What gives? Now I want to be clear, at this point I made an attempt with my controls to make a tackle on the attacking opponent. However, the animation didn't really quite mimic that controls. I attempt to make a tackle, but the animation doesn't pick that up, but for whatever reason the referee's AI picked it up, but within the animation it didn't execute the tackle at all. So what gives? Is it the referee's AI or is it the animation? It's really tough to see, and it's bugs like that really start to affect the aesthetic. Next, why do I not think it's a bad game? The gameplay was not affected in the two matches that I played by the aforementioned bugs. I was able to play seamlessly from beginning to end, no problem, without any weird head scratches or really odd things happening like I've seen online. I was able to edit rosters, tactics, and play the game at the pace at which PES likes to play it. A little aside with eFootball, it is at typically a much slower pace than FIFA. Me personally, I like a faster experience, but that's all personal preference. One thing I will say though, I think pass speed could be improved in this game because it felt abnormally slow. Also, the menu screens and interface is simple, easy to navigate. The beautiful thing about eFootball is those who have not played it before can come in and navigate pretty easily, and also learn gameplay pretty quickly. And considering the game is free to download and easy to navigate, it's consistent with what Konami said months ago they were setting out to do. Again, referencing the aforementioned video in the card above. They mentioned not releasing every team and every game mode right out of the gate, which is staying true to their word, and in the future they're going to allow you to purchase some of these players, teams, and game modes, which is nice. It's scalable. That way you can buy the exact experience that you want and get the most ideal version of it, but I'm getting ahead of myself. That brings me to, what is the future of this game? I have all the confidence in the world that eFootball can be a great game. It's just going to take time. With their new model, like I said, they plan on releasing some of these things later on, like players, teams, and modes, so you can purchase what you want in bite-sized packages rather than having to buy a new game every single year. In addition, from ditching a yearly release model, they're going to be able to take in your feedback very quickly and apply software patches and updates as needed, and so that way they only have to make one version of the game, but make the most ideal version of it, so they're not constantly trying to crunch and just get something out the door every year that looks like a buggy mess. With these software patches, they're going to be able to fix some of these unpolished things that they're seeing so far, clearly garnering feedback from fans given the announcement that they sent out earlier this week. At the end of the day, I think it'll take time, but everybody will win, and I think eFootball will be a serious contender for years to come. Friends, have you played eFootball 2022 yet? What do you think of the future? You know where the comment section is. Let me know. Friends, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. Once again, this has been the Bankrupt Hippo YouTube channel. I've been Bryce, and until next time, have a great day.